Yeah, there we go.
The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch's mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he had some shit.
Test it, are we on? Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 2022 and I'm so glad to be here. This is the first show of the year and I'm gonna do my best to do my best. And I am with a brother who I look up to and am very proud of having a friendship with.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brother Rizza Islam.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
My brother, it's been, what, a year since I've been on? Maybe a little less than that?
It's been a while, man. Them people been after you.
That's a fact.
Them people been after you, man. Them same people, they had to be too. It's just, they really after you because you dress for the occasion. When you get dressed up, they be like, oh, he's about something.
Come on.
I can imagine how bad it's been, man.
It's a beautiful thing, though. I'm just thankful, man. It's always been good to be with you, my brother, and just to see everything unraveling. Everything we've been talking about is coming out to be true.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. All this stuff that's happening right now, Rizza was telling me about this like 3 years ago, man.
Yes, sir.
Before the shutdown, before all that, he told me it was coming, and check it out. They got the children lined up to get the stuff in them. Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna say the name of it. We just gonna say the stuff in them
Exactly.
or what it is. But yo, I got to take care of some small stuff. Well, it's not small stuff. It's actually some big stuff that needs to be said before I really get into it with Brother Rizza. I got so much to talk to Rizza about, but I have been attacked and an instigation documentation has been printed on the internet to try and do the thing they always do, which is get me and another brother, rapper Rick Ross, into a war, and we ain't even seen each other. Now let me try to be quick and brief as I go through this. Every week, if somebody wants to find something controversial and meaty to report about, they can come to my show or just watch my show, because I say all kinds of stuff that's really on my heart to say. And a lot of stuff that's on my heart to say is stuff that mainstream society would be like, oh, he's evil or he's whatever. I have to keep my phone on this one because I'm waiting on some information. But yo, here's the bottom line. Last week on my show, we were talking about the rapper Rick Ross. And Rick Ross, he was at the 85 South Boys. Them my guys, them my little youngsters in the game. Coincidentally, I worked with 2 of them this weekend, Chico Bean and DC Young Fly. And they always, oh, what up, OG, what up? Because DC Young Fly ain't never seen no chinks in his armor. He's a real man, a manly man.
Yeah, it's a good brother.
And my man Chico Bean always show me love and pay homage. And it's because I ain't never did nothing but had good intentions by them brothers. So now, I remember when them brothers was getting robbed on the first tours they went on, that I ain't gonna even say the tour name, but let's just say that tour was wild and out. You know what I'm saying? They was getting robbed, how they was getting paid. When they told me what they was getting paid, I was like, now that's some sucker shit, because y'all doing arenas. But here it is, fast forward to now, 85 South Boys are on tour making money.
Absolutely. Can
take care of the bills and do things now. You see what I'm saying? And I got a special place in my heart for them. So when I heard the rapper brother Rick Ross was at their podcast, and he was like, yo, I got to go to the bathroom. And then he just left and got ghosts.
I did. Yeah, I watched that.
I made a joke about, I think he left because there wasn't no gay dudes in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Now, I know that's a bit poke at Rick Ross, but I'm willing to go there if that's what we willing to do, if we gonna talk about why I said what I said. But we don't have to talk about why I said what I said, because why I said what I said is not the main issue today. There is something happening that I want everybody out there to understand, because this keeps happening to us. First of all, let me say, I hope representatives or Brother Rick Ross is listening to this. I joke like that. I be boldly joking. I go there about things. And that's one thing to discuss. But let me tell you something about this Caucasian woman who writes for this publication. I think it's Hip Hop XL. Now, this is a Caucasian woman who's been arrested for drugs and got a weird history that I will put out there. That's her with her boyfriend, that picture right there. You can see how she look without the makeup on, can't you? That makeup, boy. It ain't just sisters with the lace fronts. Trust me.
That is a fact.
Yeah. Anyway, this woman wrote a story where the headline read, and the picture was like in a way that would start a real beef with two black men. And first of all, I just want everybody to know, this is a Caucasian woman who got the green light to put this story out there by this Hip Hop XL magazine who has a black editor. So the drama was okayed to be put out there in public by a black man in all likelihood. This is a white woman who from Omaha, Nebraska. Let me read this, because this is important for y'all to know. This is the person who wrote that publication, for everybody out there who don't know. It says, the legendary journalist Kylie Eustace grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. 9th grade, she begged her parents to leave private school for public school and start getting into drugs. Father is a defense lawyer for limo drivers, security guards, et cetera, people that do music concerts, and says she's trying to build her profile to be able to have a podcast. So at my expense, she put out a headline of things like in a way where it was taken out of context, where it looks like I got beef with Rick Ross. I don't have beef with Rick Ross, but I do know he walked out on my guys and act like he was going to the bathroom. I am from Chicago. I know what he did to the brothers on the street in Chicago. I know that the real Rick Ross was suing him for his likeliness and all like that. It still don't mean I have it against him. But when I know these things, especially with me being a guy from Chicago, I will poke fun at a Rick Ross, the rapper. Yeah, I said, wasn't nobody gay in the room, so he left. That's how I said it. I mean it. I stand on it. It's a joke, but if y'all want to take it further as far as it go with why I would say that joke, we could do that, man. But I'm just saying, I want everybody to know most of these beefs that start online, the white people have the power to put stuff online. When we put stuff online, it don't get the same runaway the white people get, even though a lot of people know me. The stuff that get ran away with is the stuff that can cause real drama in the game. Mm-hmm. The stuff that can cause problems with me and rapper Rick Ross, or me and, what else did they say? They said something else. All the stuff that got real drama. When me and Ari Spears had our problems, that aired out because it was a fight between black men. And I want all you smaller podcasts who like to watch my show and then basically go over my show. If there was ever a time to be like, okay, this is some real shit for a second, I want this to be that time. And y'all know who you are, the smaller podcasts who basically steal my whole show and then run with it. It's time. This is a day where I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying, man. When you do get your weight up, the reason the stuff y'all say never hit no problems is because you ain't got enough weight. But when you get your weight up on this internet, you're going to have the same problems too. Everything that you say that they can run with is going to be put out there. But this white lady, who is trying to cause drama, I need her to be out there. I want people, because see, most people would be like, oh, Corey, Rick Ross. No. Kylie Eustace wrote a story that tried to kick up dust between Corey and Rick Ross, a Caucasian woman.
That's mischief making.
Brother Rizza, it was questions I have for you besides this, but I do want your opinion because maybe you can help the people understand better, because some people understand me in the way I talk well, but sometimes my voice might escalate in a way where people cut me off. Maybe you can help me by answering this question. Why do we hold on to the stuff we see in the media and we know white people are in charge of it? Why? Like, there are some people who don't know,
right,
who have no idea. But most of us who know, like guys who was retweeting me, Corey, you crazy, man, you will say anything. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker must not know me because I don't say anything. I say what I say and I stand on it.
Right.
Why are we able to still be manipulated by what Caucasian people put forth? Like, why is it so powerful that we run with that? And we know it's the white media.
We really love, not all of us, and now it's a large percentage of us who really don't, who we're not interested anymore, but a small percentage of us, enough of us, are still interested in being close to our slave master and their children. We are not interested in being independent. We're not interested in building our own. We are not interested in doing for self because that takes too much work. It's easier to be the slave master's lackey, to do what they want us to do, to entertain them, to tap dance for them, to make them feel happy. But again, that time is over, brother. I mean, that sellout mentality is really disgusting to me. I'm not interested in nothing that has to deal with that. That's why you have your way of saying it, and I have my way of saying it too. But we have to stop being entertained. We have to stop forwarding the messages. We have to stop retweeting what they say, and we have to check them. Check them every time. If they, first of all, this is called family business. So I did see what you said about Rick Ross. Okay, I know that's how you talk. That's how you joke. I know that.
I'm owning it, right? I mean,
of course, no, you take responsibility, but that's what you do.
Because I know you won't say whatever just because you're around me.
No.
You're going to give it to me straight.
No, that's the fact, of course. No, you're my brother, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to speak the truth. Yeah, I saw what you said about it, but that wasn't enough to have a white person. That was not a go-ahead or green light to say, hey, white people, we want to hear your take on it. I don't give a damn about what y'all got to say. This is family business. So if a brother says that about another brother, okay, either y'all laugh and joke about it or y'all confront each other and squash it, etc. That's family business.
Or we fight or whatever we do.
But whatever it is, but it's family business. That's the point. It's internal. But when somebody from the outside comes in and tries to monopolize on our pain like they always do, monopolize on our arguments like they always do, they make money off of our beefs.
What?
Can you hear it?
Can you hear it?
Got you. I'll put it back on. Basically, they make money off of us arguing. They make money off of us being divided. They make money off of us doing anything negative to each other, around each other, etc. That's what they do. So right now, this is a prime example of how y'all should go ahead and look at who it is that is trying to make money, monopolize, and get benefits off of a black man going at another black man, even though they were simply, the brother was joking, and I didn't take it to be that extreme either, but white folks continue to say whatever the hell they say about us, and they get off easily.
I talk crazy every week.
That's true.
If somebody,
that's true.
Look, little white lady. If you looking for headlines, you can watch me every week. I say something crazy every week. But the main point I was trying to make was when somebody white who looked like she's on that side of the game, one of them, when Vlad sent me an invitation, the first thing I said was, who is Vlad? And when they told me, oh, he a white boy
who, you gonna get me on Vlad?
I'm saying, they say he a white boy who got this thing. He wants you to come to his place in Van Nuys and do an interview. The first thing I said was, well, who is he? I just kept saying, who is he? Like, because, if NBC, ESPN, these people want you to come on, you might entertain it. You might entertain it because you will be seen by the masses. Right. And I like being seen by the masses because I think I got something to say. But when I found out it was just a little white boy who's setting up shop in Van Nuys, I was like, well, why would I do that? I got a show. He can come to my show.
Right. Well, I'll say, well, Vlad, I'm going to just say this real quick so everyone can understand and on record again. Vlad he is the epitome of a culture vulture. This is my main point. He has made over $10 million off of black people's attention alone. He's made money off of getting black people self-incriminated. He's made money off of by the FBI using when black people tell their stories about whether if it was their life before they got into the game, et cetera, or if they currently still do it, whatever. The FBI has verifiably used the testimonies and statements from his interviews, from people on his interviews, to lock people up. Vlad is not only a culture vulture, he is a straight up devil. What he said about the minister, I said, I will never go on this show. I don't give a damn if he tries to invite me on. He is absolutely a devil, period, point blank. So again, that's why when you brought up him, he's an example of a lot of these people who do that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They bring you on so that
people.
You can say something so that they can benefit from destroying you and having you destroy yourself and act like they had nothing to do with it. That's
what I'm saying.
That's some evil stuff.
When I saw the headline, I said, who wrote that? Mm-hmm. Who would write that? Mm-hmm. At first, I thought it was a gay man. I was like, that's probably a gay dude. Because I make jokes. Listen, let me tell you something I'm bold enough to say this. I'm older now. Just because you a man who likes to have sex with men, it does not make me hate you. And that is absolutely the truth. I do not hate men who sleep with other men, but I will joke about it because I think it is funny. I'm not afraid to joke about it. I don't have sponsorship that I can lose because I crack jokes about men who go raw in other men. I can joke about this. I can say this. I am held down by the streets. People from the streets come pay to see me because they like what I have to say. Men and women alike, people of all colors, they come see me because I have something to say. I'm saying, but you cannot be from Omaha, Nebraska and be writing stories about Corey Holcomb, little white lady who said you was Darlene's friend, or Darlene said you was her friend. Oh, because the bitch called Darlene. The bitch called Darlene. This is how they do it. I want y'all to be up on this move right here. Because see, a white bitch. She called Darlene and was like, oh, so I heard Corey said this. Is there anything you want to say about that, Darlene? This is how white people set you up. I need you to be aware of this. Because first of all, whenever somebody Caucasian is talking to you and you know you ain't shit, you need to really be on alarm status. If you ain't doing shit big time in this world and somebody white is talking to you, you being set up, boy. The fuck is they talking to you for? They don't talk to you otherwise.
That's a good point.
But check this out. So they called Darlene and the bitch said, oh, well, do you have anything to say? So Darlene said, oh, no, well, what is this about? Because Darlene, she wanted to be informed on what it was. I know the bitch played Darlene. I ain't even mad at Darlene. So what Darlene said was, I'll let him know that you're trying to get in touch with him. That gave her the green light because she could say she had a source. That gave her the green light to be like, so he know that I'm woo-woo-woo? Okay, whatever. Because then she followed back up with Darlene. So did you get in touch with Corey? And when the bitch said, did you get in touch with Corey? Darlene said, yeah, I let him know. That was her way of confirming that somebody said something to me about what was happening. I ain't paying no attention because Darlene sent a text. I'm like, who the fuck want to know about me? Well, why they ain't getting in touch with me? You know what I'm saying? So next thing I know, I'm getting on the airplane in New York and I see these headlines. I was like, ooh, who the fuck did this? The first thing I did was find out who did it. I didn't say, oh, let me get in touch with Rick Ross. Oh, let me get in touch with whoever. I wanted to know who did the shit. So I got in touch with that person indirectly. Because I'm really a mastermind. I just don't brag on it. I had Darlene call her while I was on the phone. And of course, she got on the phone. Oh, hi, Corey. This a wacky sounding white bitch.
Oh, you spoke to the lady?
Yeah, I talked to the bitch. I'm like, why you motherfucker? I ain't trying to put you on the spot. You know how I talk, brother.
Yes,
we gonna get into some real stuff in a minute. It's just, this needs to be put out there because I don't want everybody to just look past what this white lady did because it might save some lives later on. Stop looking at these headlines that are all over Facebook, Instagram, all them places, they have the power to put that there to play with your feeble minds.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
The stuff that you really want out there, like when the police jump on the homie who live in the neighborhood and he wasn't doing nothing but coming from the store, that don't get headlines. That's why you got to be like, oh, retweet this, everybody. But the nonsense get the headlines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when you read nonsense, and and you know the person ain't got nothing, ain't nobody called me about them headlines. When we got into a fight on my show, you think TMZ called me and got up with me about what happened before they start airing it? They white. They got the power of the media. Mm-hmm. You have no control over your Facebook like you think. And if you say something real, they will take your little Instagram off and you'll be depressed for years because that's your attention getter.
Yeah, that's a fact. I've been through it.
Did I say her name? Kylie Eustace? I just want to make sure her name out there. That's who put that nonsense out there about me and Rick Ross. Of course, my people joking, well, Rick Ross system goons at you. Hey, man, look, man, I hope that don't happen, but I got something for all that. Put that in the headline. Hey, Kylie, here's a headline for you. I think 80% of men in entertainment are gay. That's a headline for you. Run with that. That ain't got nothing to do with me and a black man. That got to do with entertainment. Put me on the spot like that. Don't put me on the spot against no black man, because I'm going to see through it. I'm going to see through it. I mean, I'm my own man. Ain't no motherfucker finna whoop my ass. I don't know head up shit. If you get me just because you want to jump on somebody, whoever, I can't whoop 5, 6 niggas at one time, but I'm just saying. I said what I said, that nigga ain't going to whoop my ass. They walked out the interview on them niggas. They ain't going to whoop my ass. I ain't that nigga to get beat up real easy. I done lost some, but I win most of them. Even the ties, I claim them. All my fights I got in where it was a tie, I claim them. Nigga, you didn't beat me, nigga. You didn't beat me, nigga.
I like that.
All my fights at Balboa Park when I first moved out here, because I was getting into fights. I was the new guy at the gym, and I wasn't used to getting punked. Because out here, when you play basketball, the toughest dude get the calls. And I was like, hey, this one nigga, he's a big-time motherfucking rapper nigga, and they couldn't do nothing but laugh because they was mobbed up. And that motherfucker said something like, motherfucker, goddammit, this motherfucker, my call, whatever, whatever. And I said, well, I don't care what you do, but you still traveled, motherfucker. They couldn't do nothing but laugh. Look, them niggas been my homies ever since. They see me, they be like, man, Corey cool, man. Woo, woo, woo. So all I'm saying is this, man. Don't let these white people send y'all off. Dude who retweeted me that shit about old girl, I'm saying, man, if somebody retweeted something to me about you, I'd be like, who did this? Why they doing that? I wouldn't be like, hey, Corey, you crazy, man. You would say anything. So now because you did that, dude who retweeted me that shit, that let me know I can't fuck with you for real. Because you will run with what they saying about me.
We can't keep getting entertained by this nonsense, brother. It baffles me how we still even, mainstream media is nothing to me. I just gotta make this very, clear, brother.
You see that?
Oh, yes, it's Harry's ass.
Okay, we're going to get on all that nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Because it ain't nothing. They don't know. They just...
No, of course. I don't even entertain it. That's, again, when the government acknowledges that what you're saying they don't like, that means what you're saying is true. So, again, I don't even worry
And I'm smart enough to know that. And trust me, there's a lot of people smart enough to know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't even entertain the nonsense. The same thing with this Miss Eustace character. It's like when I said what I said about, Kyrie Irving, when they said he can't play because he didn't take the poison, for example. And I came out and not only defended him, but everyone who decided not to take it, whether if you're an NFL, NBA, wherever you're a worker, frontline worker, you're a truck driver, whatever. And I defended him with the science, the facts, the history, everything, so that he will be able to get it and say, okay, this is why. Thank you. Somebody provided me with all this information. Rolling Stone reached out to me to interview.
The magazine.
The magazine, Rolling Stone.
That's big. Let me tell you something. I'm scared. Why Rolling Stone want to talk to Rizza?
Come on. See, that's the question.
That's the first thing I said. As soon as you said Rolling Stone, I'm like, fuck they want to talk to you for?
Exactly. And I knew that. I was like, Rolling Stone. I mean, I'm smart enough to know, wait a minute, I don't belong in that category, but okay. So you want to use me for your benefit. Okay, I don't mind. Come on with it. So they gave me all these questions. I hit them with all the facts. They said, well, can you tell us, who else you're talking to? Any other celebrities talk? I said, I'm not going to give you that information.
Name drop.
They wanted me to give them some names so that
Set
they can
you
go
up.
after them and set me up. I said, you really don't know who you called, do you?
Right.
Like, really, what do you think? Okay, man, brother.
We can all be set up, but it ain't easy to get.
No.
You can't be like, Rizza, what other celebrities you talking to? I ain't trying to be phony or nothing. I believe in this man enough to say what I'm saying, and anybody who know me know I wouldn't say that unless it was G. Right. You can't call Rizza Islam and ask him to name drop because you Rolling Stone. He's been trained for that.
That's a fact. I don't acknowledge them as who they think they are. I don't acknowledge them. And the other thing is, we need to stop getting big names mixed up with effective names, big names mixed up with right names, big names mixed up with proper platforms. I don't give a damn just because you say Rolling Stone or ABC. I don't care. ABC, when I went there to be on one of their shows on ABC earlier this year, they tried to tell my team when I landed, oh, sorry, we forgot to let you know, he needs to go ahead and, take the
poison up the nose.
The poison,
they call it a test, but it's poison up the nose.
My team said, you must really not know who you invited to be on this show. And I told them straight, I said, if I need to take that in order to be on ABC, then go ahead and let them know I will not be showing up. You got to have integrity to be dealing with this. I don't give a damn what they call themselves. I don't care. Like, just understand this. Y'all need to understand when you get to a certain point, integrity is the only thing that matters. I don't give a damn about these names. So for her to come out and say what she said, the black community don't give a damn about what XL says.
I'm smiling because you said that.
We don't care about that.
You had already got there.
Brother.
Which they know that's what they do to you.
Yes.
They wait till you get there. You've extended time, money, everything, and then they come with the nonsense.
I'm talking about I landed at the hotel. I'm there at the hotel, checking in my room, and they call my team just before the next morning. Oh, yeah, we just have to let you know he has to take this in order to be on the studio premises. I said, tell them I will not be there if that's the case. And when they found out how serious I was like, ABC? What has ABC done for black people? See, this is where I go with it. Who are you? ABC? You ain't God. I don't know what the hell you think you are. Sorry, but ABC is nothing to me unless you're doing something for my people. Other than that, I really don't care like that. I don't want to disrespect you, but you ain't got pull like that. You're not my God. Sorry, I don't follow you.
Just because you ABC, you can't put that slick shit in my nose.
Come on, man.
Because I know what it is.
Come on, bro. We got to understand that. You got to stop being scared and stop being afraid to lose out on a few punk dollars, some money. A lot of people would do anything for some money.
I flew all the way to this college, and they were supposed to give me my check before I went on stage. They didn't give me my check. I left.
Simple as that.
And never got a dime for that show.
Simple as that.
And I had to fly all the way out there across the country.
Simple as that.
And I knew I wasn't going to get my money unless I put more money into it, because that's how the system is set up. In order to get justice, it costs money.
That's a fact. War costs money, and so does revolution, brothers. There's no such thing as a poor revolution. It does cost money. But getting money in the proper, righteous way, not the way that they try to give it to you.
Man, that's cold, man. I'm glad you told me that story about what ABC did to you, because I know it don't stop. I know that everywhere you go, if you are going to represent yourself as a righteous person, you're going to get tested. I didn't say represent yourself as a Muslim.
Right. Just a righteous person. That's
if you're going to be righteous, you will be tested. It's all set up for you to be tested everywhere you go now. I was watching the news today to go on the campus of USC.
Oh, yeah.
You have to wear the mask white people produced. Listen, you can't go to the store. You can't go to the liquor store and buy one of the masks no more. If you want to be on the campus of USC, they setting it up where you got to buy the mask that white people produce. Now that's cold. They done took over the mask game. Your mask ain't shit to us no more. Are you serious? They doing this and getting away with it? You got to buy the mask they say buy, which is produced by white people right now. the surgically, the KN95s and all like that. I told people a long time ago, I'm talking about before it really got crazy, just like you was giving people information. I told people, and this, I really want your opinion on this, Rizza. I told people, there's nothing left in America for black people. That ain't for me to say get up and leave, but I'm just telling you, there's nothing out here in America for you.
Not under this system.
I mean, like, what are black people supposed to do to fit in here? Is that, I ain't trying to put you on the spot.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying the average black person who's listening to this, who is like, well, what are we supposed to do? Is there any advice you have for them?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is we're already being separated. We're forced to separate from the system already. They're forcing you to take this, or you need to go, in order for you to go to school, you must take this. In order for you to go to work, you must take this. In order for your child to get education, you must take this. In order for you to travel, you must take this. They're trying to, they almost got successful when it comes to the law that they were trying to propose in California. In order to go to grocery stores, you got to take this. They almost had it. They almost had it. You mean to tell
me they was finna make it where you can't go in the grocery store,
brother, without taking that? That's what they proposed. We were able to knock it down, thankfully.
Okay, everybody, Marcus just walked in. God damn it, that motherfucker, I know he stank. He been traveling all day. He was out there in that, that storm on the East Coast.
It's rough.
I'm shocked you got here. I'm shocked you got here, Marcus.
It's rough on the East Coast.
I went through so much, bro.
I know that white hat gonna stink when you take it off. But
no, yeah, it's
Brother
real.
Rizza was making a point. It's crazy. Look, I didn't even know this. I don't know. I'm not one who's a study buff as my brother Rizza right here. So I didn't know that. But it's blowing my mind to know that they tried to make it where you can't go in the grocery store if you ain't got the thing.
It was almost successful, but again, the people were like, hold on. Like, you're not about to do this. So there were protests and marches up in Sacramento. There were calls being made. We pushed it heavily so that we would not be subjugated to this. But the point is, if this is the type of system that you live under right now, where they are forcing you to do things that are against the way you believe, against your culture, against how your family operates, against logic, against science, against all of this, if that is the type of circumstance we're dealing with, then what are you going to do? You're going to keep crying about it? You're going to keep getting mad at them for doing the same thing that they will always do, or are you going to get up and separate and do something for yourself? That's all. If I can't go into your grocery store, I got to have my own. If I can't go into your bank, all right, I got to have my own. If I can't go into your transportation system, if I can't go to your school, I have to have my own. The only solution is for us to separate and establish our own everything. As a matter of fact, we've already been doing that. We just need to support what we already have and then build on what we already have. That's it. There is nothing else. I'm not interested in going into the system. I'm not interested in bowing down and saying, okay, fine, I'll do it today or whatever. This communist type of circumstance is what we need to get over, brother, and stop really being afraid to speak the truth. That's pretty much where we are now. Because again, a lot of people say that they're ready until you have to get up and do something. A lot of people say they Malcolm until it messes with their money. A lot of you say you for this until it interferes with your comfort zone. So no, again, if you're really tired of it, then okay, just get ready to be uncomfortable.
So look, I like what you said right there. Rizza, are you basically saying if you really want to do something about it, all that you have established in this nation might be at stake? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Simple as that. There's a water shortage. There's a famine on the way, food shortage. Okay, so what you gonna do? You can't rely on them for food no more. What you gonna do? Do you know how to cook? Forget that. Do you know how to farm? Do you know how to grow your own food? If black people don't know how to grow their own food, we should stop complaining about the fast food industry. We should stop complaining about grocery stores. Stop complaining about all that. Learn how to grow your own food. You get mad about the police brutality and the domestic terrorism? Okay, well, establish your own community watch groups like we do. Have brothers who decide to take shifts, and the community on that whole block take up a collection every weekend to financially support men to patrol their own block. It's a simple stuff.
But people don't know that. What I'm saying, Rizza, you giving people, there's people going to hear this and they're going to be like, wow, I didn't even think of that. Because most of us are totally lost without the system.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So are you saying you got groups that are teaching all these things?
Absolutely. 100%. Nation of Islam been doing this. That's number one. The Black Panthers, New Black Panthers, they do that. You have some of the Hebrew Israelite brothers who teach that. A lot of us are doing this. The Moorish Science Temples, they do this. A lot of different groups and organizations teach this. Not only manhood, but also security and safety, how to patrol different things, how to security check the areas you go into, all that kind of stuff, how to grow food. And they teach classes like that online for free. How to grow food in the windowsill if you live in the projects. A lot of people don't have land like that. So you need to know how to grow food right in the windowsill. There are videos online. It's free videos for you to be able to learn how to do that. There's all of this stuff. It exists, but we have to stop waiting until we get to the point to where we have no choice.
Do you got to jump in first? Like, do you got to be part of Islam?
No, it's a lot of groups. No, in a nation, you definitely don't have to be a part of the nation in order to learn, the knowledge on how to grow food or how to secure yourself. We teach this all the time.
So this is what I'm saying. This small bit of information that's happening right now is going to help so many people who have the courage to do something different. Because there's a lot of people, Rizza, who have the courage, but they literally don't know where to begin. That's why I'm so glad you're saying this.
Yes, sir.
They don't know, all they know is what they know.
True.
I'm saying in this country, I've been around people who are, let me put it like this, they dangerous. They dangerous. But some of them guys, you can curse them with knowledge. When you give them this information, it actually changes them. Because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. You can't make excuses once you know.
That's fact.
So everybody who watching this show, who listening, you can't act like you don't know. And I know it's a lot of people watching this show, even the little white bitch. Go tell your white people Corey giving them information about what to say. Drug addict heifer. But anyway.
No, see, we have to dislike. If we're gonna talk about white people, then we need to dislike them enough to establish our own everything and separate from them. If that's the case. If you
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Say that. Wait, what he just said is very deep. Rizza, I'm sorry, you gotta sit closer to me because we got one more.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, sir. What he just said is something I don't want to be missed in the conversation. Because, see, when I be around Rizza, I be catching stuff. Just like when I used to be around Zoe. Zoe also had information.
Absolutely.
People who have information, I be like, oh, my God, this is so important to the people who listen to my show because I give information as I give information in my way. But sometimes you can catch it differently when you hear it differently from someone else who's speaking differently. I hope you remember what you just said. Can you get that to them again? Listen to this, y'all.
If we dislike white people that much, sincerely, then we should dislike them enough to separate from the system that they have established. It's plain and simple. I'm not going to keep complaining about you. I'm going to find a way to come up with my own, whatever that is that I'm complaining about you about or complaining against you about. If I don't like the way you treat my children in our schools, if you're telling me they have to take the poison in order for you, or I see it.
No,
they have to take the poison.
Brian Carthans. You see what he says? I hope y'all all vexed, bruh. What do you have to, what's up, Kraig?
With a picture of Obama.
Obama right there?
My man.
Oh, man,
He got
Kraig.
Obama look like Samuel on Django.
He got Obama with blue eyes,
He
don't
look
he?
like Samuel on Django.
Oh, that's
He look like
crazy.
Obama and Samuel
No, they ain't
on
blue
Django.
on that. But
That's
anyway,
crazy.
that's just somebody who I felt like that point couldn't be, I couldn't just fly by. He said,
Absolutely.
I hope y'all all vexed, bruh. Rizza, what do you think about that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cognitive dissonance, number one.
Because we sitting close to each other. I'm sitting next to my brother.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, what are they doing? These niggas have been trained.
I would say this. First thing is they don't work. They're not safe. They're not effective. They don't prevent anything. They don't prevent the spread of anything. You can't sue them if they harm and or kill you. Remember, I told you this years ago.
You did.
Years ago, brother. You cannot sue them. The PrEP Act. Everybody type into the chat room, PrEP Act. P-R-E-P.
You mean Truvada for prep? Oh no, that's the other
That's a
stuff.
different
My
prep.
bad. That's that's
Which I
prepping
found
your ass for recovery.
I found that interesting too. But the PrEP Act, which specifically goes towards Moderna and Pfizer, and also the NCVIA 1986. NCVIA 1986, again, NCVIA 1986. If you take these shots, if they harm you, if they kill you, if anything negative happens to you, you cannot sue the pharmaceutical companies that made them. That's point number one. Number
Did you hear that?
Go ahead.
The man just said, this is Corey Holcomb language right here.
Go ahead.
When you put the shit in you, whatever the fuck happened, that's your ass. All right, go ahead.
And I'm going to say it this way because I know a lot of our people did take it. A lot of our people did. But what they just came out with, the new number is 70% of black people are not taking the poison. This is what they just came out with, the new number. But I'll make it very clear. If you took it, the best thing you can do is do your best to detox your body right now. All the different naturopathic solutions, natural remedies, heavy metal detoxes. Make sure you Google heavy metal detoxes. There are a lot of naturopathic remedies, herbs, etc. A lot of people take different things, black seed oil, colloidal silver, all these things. I'm not going to give you medical advice, but these are basics that we already take as a people. Do that now, because you do not know what is going to happen to you 10 years from now, or 10 weeks from now, or even 10 days from now, because they don't know entirely. So I don't want to make it, a horrible situation for you, but the reality is they lied. And that's what they have come out recently, and it has been coming out over and over again that they lied. Take 1 shot, 2 shot, or 2 doses. Oh, 3 shots. Now they're saying a 4th one. Now they're saying, oh, you're not fully, injected unless you're now boosted. The hell is this? You being pimped. Stop playing. They are pimping the hell out of our people, brother. And I said, now you're getting 4 shots plus a damn pill, and now they're coming out with a patch. Like a nicotine patch? Y'all think I'm playing?
You making that up,
You think I'm playing? Look, brother.
They got the poison patch coming out.
I'm telling you, brother. Y'all go ahead and check it out and see for yourself. You think I'm lying to you?
Hey,
This
man,
is
if a girl got naked and still had on that patch, I'll leave, and if I don't care if I paid for the room already. I'll be like, you got the what is it called?
BVD patch.
BVD.
poison patch.
You got the poison patch
Bell
on.
Biv DeVoe patch.
And coughing.
Crazy for that.
This ain't gonna be a bad day.
You have to get vaccinated. What the hell is this? They got a poison patch coming out.
I'm telling you, brother.
They started off subtle too. They on your neck. Now you see what's going on in the Philippines?
Yeah, that turtleneck is. I know you thought it was cute. It matched the bottom of your hat.
You like a homeless nigga finna ambush a nigga in the ambulance.
Now I want to hear what you got to say. What happened in the Philippines, Marcus?
Oh yeah, they making the mess. Everybody that's unvaccinated can't come out the house.
Wait, let me say this. Marcus said vaccinated. Listen, this is Marcus' opinion. This is not a fact.
No,
we don't know. We don't know.
He's using the cold word so he don't get taken down.
If this is what it is, Marcus just said that. But now listen. Right. What happened if they don't get the goddamn it up in them?
The goddamn it.
He say Marcus get his news from Moesha.
They can't come out the house. And if they do come out the house, there's possibility to get jail.
So in the Philippines, if you ain't got the poison, you can go to jail for being in the streets.
Go to jail for being in the streets.
So
how you gonna get it?
Wait, but I'm saying that's a good point. How you gonna get it unless you're in the street? But look, if the Philippines is saying that, if they saying that, and of course that's just gonna go on with the rest of the whatever those. Where can we go?
That's the question.
As people who live on planet Earth, as the real racist military has trained the minds of the weak workers, because I don't care how boss you are. I walked in the hotel this weekend and I was feeling pretty good because we had did 3 sold out shows. I was feeling pretty good.
That's powerful.
And the dude mopping stopped mopping to tell me to put on a mask. So they got them trained pretty good. These are people who ain't did nothing in life.
Right.
They will stop their duty of cleaning up master's room or whatever they doing to tell you to put on the mask. Where can we go? Is there somewhere to go?
Nah.
There's no way to duck it?
Nah.
Rizza, they ain't got no hidden refugees for us to go to nowhere. Well, we ain't got to be subjected for somebody who is he looked like he was in his late 50s. Somebody in their late 50s to stop mopping and tell you to put on a mask.
What you talking about, interstates?
I'm saying anywhere, because if they doing it in the Philippines, if somebody walked to the store in the Philippines, somebody who mopping in the Philippines gonna be like, that means put your mask on, nigga, in the Philippines.
See, I'll tell you that's the problem when it comes to other countries, because the World Health Organization is controlling all this information. World Health Organization, CDC, the International Monetary Fund, and they are sending all this out to these different countries. Gavi, which is the Global Alliance for Poison, the V word, and immunization. They are the organization created by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The point for them is to make sure everybody on the planet has received the poison. So if you don't go along with this, they are being paid and they're paying off leadership. There are certain countries in Africa where the leaders have been compromised, were paid off. Certain leaders over in Haiti, which is why our brother, who was the president there, they went after him and assassinated him, tried to assassinate his wife for a number of other reasons as well. But he was against the poison. The moment they assassinated him, took him out, a few weeks later, they sent over 200,000 doses in. This is what is happening all over the world. Australia, same thing. They shutting down Australia. They are putting you in jail. And they have 2 camps, I believe, up and running right now in Germany if you refuse to take the shot. So what I'm saying is the people got to stand up and refuse this. There ain't nothing else now. See, that's the problem. We want to be comfortable. You're not comfortable no damn more. What you going to do? At a certain point, you have to realize that Satan is at war with God and the people are now at war with the government. Whether if you know it or not, the government been declared war on you. So either you're going to stand up and say, we're separating from y'all. I'm not going to work. I ain't going to that school. Now let's see. Now a lot of people who refuse to take it in New York, refuse to take it in California, refuse to take it in other cities and states, now they are calling them to hire them back because so many workers did not go into work. And so you collapse the system. Now they're like, damn, we can't even operate as a company. Fine, just wear your mask and come into work. You ain't got to take the poison. That's what you got to do. Crack they back. If you're serious about it. Other than that, we got to stop complaining.
Well put, crack they back. Do you have the courage to do like, let me tell you something. I was never a fan of Kyrie until lately. Because it's my opinion, Kyrie did some things that made me be like, oh, he poisoned for the team. That's my opinion. But Kyrie did something that I can't do nothing but bow down to him for. Because he basically did what Rizza said. He cracked their back.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
He cracked their back. Mm-hmm. They calling him back to work now.
That's a fact. And he still didn't take it. He still didn't take the
Do you
force.
have the courage to crack the back of the boss? Do you got the courage to crack your boss back? Mm-hmm. You don't, do you? I got a woman that I used to deal with, and I have not messed with her again. Because this woman is in her 50s, and she called this 30-year-old Caucasian woman her boss. That's how she talks about this thing. Well, my boss. When I saw the picture of this little white girl, that's what I called her, I was like, how can you call this woman your boss? I understand we destroyed mentally. You get what I'm saying? Because this lady talk crazy to me all the time. I'm a motherfucker and all that shit.
Talking about the girl or the boss?
I'm talking about the lady who I messed with from time to time. I used to give her a couple of dollars, more than her boss gave her all week.
She bow down to the boss.
I ain't never been called the boss. I'm the one who beat that thing.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Right, she called this white lady her boss, but talk crazy to me all day long. That's cool. I'm so glad you said that, Brother Rizza, about cracking their back, man, because I think I'm finna make a T-shirt about that. Are you scared to crack your boss back and not show up under the demand?
They're gonna take that another way.
Everybody gonna be scared of that. I mean, let's keep it 100. All this tough talk is cool when you got resources, but some of these motherfuckers don't have shit, ain't never had shit, and they ain't equipped with the knowledge or the know-how to fend for themselves. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, we could tell a motherfucker not to do something, but we gotta some people need you to give them a plan.
That's a fact.
Right, and before you got here, Kraig, we was talking about exactly what you said. There are people out here who are totally lost without the system.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's
or
a
without
fact.
hope of getting on board with the system.
Yeah.
So it's a time of courage in America. It's finally here. The surfboard you've been surfing on is gone. You got to get across that lake somehow.
Right.
If you don't get across that lake, the animal's gonna eat you on the other side. Now the shark's gonna eat you in the lake, but you got to get over there. You got to get over there, or you can bow down.
We done had plenty of time to learn to be self-sufficient, though.
That's
What is
also
that?
a fact.
I said we've had plenty of time to learn to be self-sufficient.
That's
though.
also a fact.
I wanted to talk. I'm so glad Kraig Facts is here. Cause see, we call Kraig Facts because he got some weird facts. And it's really a beautiful thing. It really is. But I saw a commercial with Jason Bourne in it, basically talking about this new money system.
Decentralized banking, crypto,
all like that.
Right.
Do you have information on this?
Oh yeah, no, but my brother, no.
No, but I'm saying,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
Kraig first one put me on this.
Yeah.
I want to say this about crypto, because I don't know much about it. I'm ignorant, but I'm going off instincts right here. Apple is the government. I believe this is basically Apple's way of getting to the point where everything goes through them.
Well, let me correct something.
I want you to, because that's
right.
what I wanted you to speak on
Yeah.
it. You can speak on it, brother.
CIA. All technology that we use starts off as CIA monitoring devices, cell phones. You know, any technology comes from the CIA first. So I would say Apple for sure, but I would attribute more of that to CIA. You know, they get allocated a certain amount of money yearly to develop technology out of our taxpayer money. You know what I mean? So I mean, when you say Apple, I would beg to differ without a lot of concrete details that maybe Apple and the CIA are the same motherfucking thing.
That's a definite fact.
You know, so I would say CIA for sure. You know what I mean?
Because the point I was trying to make, Kraig, is like this. At one time, money was things that you would get out there and hustle and get, like, used to hunt. Certain skins were valuable. You get what I'm saying? At one time, what we declare as money is what's given to us by the same people who want us to put the poison up in us.
That's a fact.
So now we've learned how to hustle dollars the way we hustle dollars, which ain't always reported.
Yeah.
I feel like this crypto is the way of taking that out the game. Every dollar you get, they got information on that dollar.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know much about it. I'm smart. I mean, I'm bold enough to tell you I'm ignorant on it. But I'm like, damn, so we got to go through the computer to get money now?
Yeah.
I mean, they walk you through it with the cards. It's step-by-step process, ain't it?
Say that again?
They walk you through it with the cards. It's step-by-step process, ain't it? Like debit cards, credit cards.
Oh, I thought you said cars like you was driving.
No.
He country,
No.
y'all, everybody. He from Arkansas, but
I know Rizza probably got way better information on this. I know some people personally that have gotten rich during quarantine off of cryptocurrencies,
Absolutely.
Of
off of
course.
Ethereum. I'm talking about people who was like didn't really have bread.
Absolutely.
So I know that there's some real value to it.
No. Check this out, Kraig. I ain't trying to cut you off,
Yeah.
but you need to know this. When Uber first came out, that shit was cheap
Yeah.
because they get you hooked in.
Right.
I believe that's what's happening with the people who made money. Of course, they gonna let some people make money. They ain't scared to let them make no money. They in control of the money.
I agree. But the thing about decentralized banking is this. So those who believe in it, they would come from this perspective. And I'm not saying that this is how I think, but this is the way that people who participate think. Decentralized banking is outside the guise of the banking system. So it's not controlled by country. It's not controlled by politics.
It's also a fact.
It's not controlled by any entity, and it has no governmental influence.
Right.
And it's a supply and demand business. There's only so many Bitcoins available for people to purchase. So it's more of a commodity, a minted commodity, than it is like a dollar or a quarter.
I know you itching to say something.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but what I'm saying is, we not only are about to go in a situation where we are trying to separate ourselves from the people that's trying to interject poison into us, your money is ran by them. You think you got some money, but they control your money.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that? All that you've worked for. It doesn't matter how smart you are or how you're a person who can build a house or whatever. If they're in control of your money, do you realize we're going to have to really start from scratch?
right.
That's what I'm trying to say with this.
I agree, yeah.
You got something to say about that, Brother Rizza?
I'll say the first thing is it was a beautiful trap on how they set Bitcoin up. It makes it very clear, brother. Beautiful trap, sincerely. When it first came out, it was real cheap, 10 cents a coin, 20 cents a coin, things like that over 10 years ago, very cheap. I remember my friend who was doing some programming with Google, a brother in Compton, was telling me something about this Bitcoin. I don't know what he was talking about. I was like, what you talking about Bitcoin? He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of these real quick. I was like, okay, sound nice. I remember this, bro. This was over 10 years ago, him telling me about Bitcoin. Now, all of a sudden, these coins, which are backed by virtually nothing, and this is the other thing.
They're backed by nothing. What do you
Backed
mean
by
by
nothing.
that?
It's digital. There's nothing that backs it.
That's what I was saying.
Now, the dollar was backed by gold and silver, okay? $2, $5, it was backed by gold and silver. Now, this US dollar that we have is backed by nothing. Same thing. Overly inflated, it's debt. Every time they print it, it's more debt, etc. Bitcoin gave away, as he said, outside of the Federal Reserve, outside of the banking industry, to where we have a free access to make a large amount of money in a short period of time, move it around real quick, digital, boom, 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 and then we can convert it from digital into something with actual tangible wealth. You know, go and buy gold, go and buy this and all that. That right there, which was recent too. Now you can do that. Now they accept it at ATMs. Now they accept it on multiple platforms. Now you can use it, you can invest it in all of this now. The crazy thing is now they are having their hand in it. Right. That's the point.
Say that again.
The international bankers, talking about the United States government, now has their hand in it deeply. At first, initially they did not like that. They couldn't, because, well, here's one thing when it comes to the program. Bitcoin, one of the original programmers of it was a Japanese dude who has an alias name so he wouldn't get killed. That was one part of it. Then you had other people using that type of technology and they made their own coins. Now a whole lot of people have their own coins, different parts of the world, etc. You have not only Bitcoin, you got Dogecoin, you have, like, last I checked, I've seen at least 15 different ones. Peace Coin is the one that, oh yeah, Peace Coin is one of the best ones. But I've seen all of this and I said, the moment this system gets a hold of this, they are going to change the game completely, because they will not allow you to be so free to make a large amount of money in a short period of time so that you can gain freedom and overcome their trap for you. You're not gonna let, that's not always gonna happen.
Rizza, sometimes, like when I watch your things when you talk.
My bad, I know it's fast, brother. I know.
Be going.
I know, brother.
But what you said, people have to really hear
it's been that. It's been almost a year since I've been on this show, brother.
I hope you remember what you just said, because listen, they'll lose you after a while. What happens, Rizza? I'm talking about especially the average individual who's into what you're saying, but they can't keep up with you.
Understood.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Do you remember what you just said?
Absolutely. I'm gonna say it one more time.
That last part is so important for the people to hear.
Real gangsters move in silence.
Oh, he about to go into my shit.
Give
it to him. Show him your range. Show him your range, Rizza. Please.
Real gangsters move in silence. They control everything but own nothing. Meaning my name ain't on nothing, but I control it all. This is how mafia leaders move. This is how the international bankers move. They have other people set up different programs, organizations, trusts, etc. Their name ain't on it, but they control all of it. That's what we're dealing with right now. So the whole Bitcoin situation was a beautiful idea. It started off great. A whole lot of millionaires were established over the last 2 years. That's a fact. A lot of millionaires, period. When it comes to digital marketing, digital, Shopify, anything that you sold online, oh, you was making bank. You was winning.
No, but this is what, do you hear what he's saying? Yo, mom, just like they can delete your Instagram, they can delete your riches.
And that's where I'm going. That's
what I'm trying to tell, motherfucker. You can't pull shit out.
No, but let me say this, because there's
listen to me, brother.
What he's saying is factual, and what he's saying is factual, and what you're saying is factual.
You say you can pull out your Bitcoin?
It ain't no difference. I do it.
You gonna walk around with your Bitcoin?
No, I'm talking about I'm saying you can transfer it to money, man.
That's what I was saying. People are transferring it to something that's physical.
Before it go bad.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Go ahead, Rizza.
Timing is everything on this. People are now able to go ahead and buy land with it. You're able to transfer it into actual physical gold, silver, etc. You want to go transfer it into physical fiat paper money like we have now, the good old slave masters on your dollar bill. You can go ahead and transfer it into that if you want to. But smart people are using it to buy physical gold. Smart people are using it to convert it into silver, to convert it into assets that actually build equity, that build up more money for yourself. Buying land is one of the smartest things you can ever do, especially with Bitcoin. This is what is going on now, but what I'm saying on that point is, because it is digital, Facebook transferred into something called metaverse.
There we go. That's what I was going to say.
This is where we're going. People have learned about something called the Great Reset. You have to understand now that everything is digital. And if everything is digital, as Corey said, when it comes to now, on to your point, they can shut it down.
They can delete your riches.
But the smart people have to pull out as much as possible, get as many physical assets as possible, land, gold, and all that now. because it's going to get to a point to where if they don't like what you're saying, Brother Corey, if you don't take the poison, the next thing right now, in the middle and before, is the chip. The RFID chip. I need y'all gotta
hold
listen,
on, man, because this is important.
Extremely.
I really want y'all to know what's coming. It ain't just the patch.
Right. Which is definitely, that's the next point. After
it ain't gonna be patches all over the garbage can.
That's a fact.
After a while, they are about to have you, like you walking your babies up there to get.
That's a fact.
This is what you're doing to your babies when you go get the. This is what you're doing to your baby. When you take your babies, because now they saying bring the kids.
Yes.
At first they wasn't saying bring the kids. Now they saying bring the kids. When you bring your kids up there to get that goddammit put up in them, that's what you just did to your child.
So are you saying that they basically, if you don't get it, if you don't show verification that you have it, they're gonna be able to basically freeze your accounts?
They're already doing it.
Yeah,
Well,
to some people, they're already doing it. But they're also doing right. They're timing. The longer we wait, the more they will have control. That's my point. The longer we wait, the more they'll be able to manipulate. Right now it's decentralized. Right now you can move it how you want to. Right now you can do whatever you want to with Bitcoin for the most part, but they are having their way with infiltrating it and having control over it the same way they did with the Rockefellers, with the DuBeers, with the DuPonts, with the Rothschilds when it comes to the Federal Reserve. You have to understand where this goes. If you have a way to become free and your master is right here and he literally gets richer depending on how broke we are, healthier depending on how sick we are, smarter depending on how dumb we are, then what you're doing is it's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict. Hold on, wait a minute. You taking money out of my pot by you going to get your own over there without a need to be around me. That's not cool. So they have to find a way to stop that. That's my point, and they have, and they will. And the longer we wait, it is going to become more advanced. When it comes to the RFID chip, I gotta just say this point, RFID chip, just type it in the chat, make sure you look it up later. It is a rice-sized chip. That they
like
put
rice.
It looks like
soy sauce on it.
Right.
Man, I look the soy sauce on it. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell.
They taxing your cash out and stuff.
Of course, because the government gonna put their hand and they like, you're not gonna get all this money by yourself. We're gonna grab that. But the RFID chip is being connected to the digital realm. Period. Sweden operates heavily on the RFID chip. To get into your job, you wave your hand and you can get in. To get to, food or whatever from the cafeteria, you wave your hand. It's all digital.
So you're telling me,
yes.
Wait, Rizza, are you saying in Sweden, you can't sneak over a bitch house?
Well,
you
no.
got to put your hand in her door to show it's you? Is that what you're saying, Rizza?
I know for the businesses, a lot of businesses is like that, and a lot of transportation. I don't know
Carlos
if they did
Simmons,
it
thanks
domestically
for the
every house.
$100.
That's how you get in the hotel.
But that works in Scandinavian countries because they're one unified culture. Sweden is a country that has had to close down prisons because they don't have enough prisoners.
That's a fact.
They've
I
had
done fucked a lot of bitches from
murder.
Sweden.
So,
No, I'm just
but what Rizza said earlier is really where it's going. If you on Bitcoin, you behind. This metaverse thing is the next step.
That's a fact.
I think and this may be conspiracy, but
Conspiracy fact is not conspiracy theory.
Right,
so it is conspiracy.
Everything that we're doing now,
we behind.
you'll be able to do in the metaverse. So meaning you'll be able to put your Oculus glasses on from your house. We all have our own glasses on. And you at your house, I'm at my house, he at his house, Riz at his house, and do 5150 in the studio from the crib. They're actually selling real estate in the metaverse now.
Yeah, you buy
so you
a
can
house
buy
in that
property in the metaverse.
Right now.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's so far advanced in Bitcoin. It's like,
But wait, so what you saying, you can buy a house in the metaverse, but where do you live?
You live at the crib where you live, but I feel like they're using Corona. I feel like they're using Corona and quarantining to push people into the cribs to live their entire lives from the house.
Virtually.
They making a
that is a fact. Now, here's
like
the point
a Total Recall movie.
100%.
They making the Matrix.
Total Recall. Everybody watch the original Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Watch that movie. Elon Musk currently is talking about something with his company called Neuralink, where he wants to implant a chip inside of the heads of people. So that you will be able to go into the metaverse without the Oculus, without the need for any type of technology because you have it installed inside your brain. Where did he get this idea? Or he may not have gotten it directly from this person, but this person came with this idea first. You have someone by the name of Louis Jolly West, a racist devil who used to work at UCLA who said, look, these Negroes are too unruly. I don't like how these black men are operating, so I want to get money from the government to install electrodes inside of their brain to shock them whenever they start exhibiting some type of behavior that I don't like.
Right.
This ain't new.
So Rizza, are you trying to tell me?
It's in the book, brother. Go
You
ahead.
trying to tell your brother Corey Holcomb? You know I love you, death, Rizza.
Marcus, you can't read this. It's gonna be slobber on the first chapter. These soggy ass pages in Marcus's book. I'm fucking with you, nigga.
Hold on, Marcus.
That nigga always.
You want to read a paragraph so everybody can laugh?
Oh, y'all
Marcus,
That nigga always insure on it.
they are trying.
It's on the
They
chapter
are
on
trying
mind
to
control.
put chips in your head that will make you absolutely believe you fucked all the bitches you said you fucked.
That's hilarious.
Is that what it is?
But what you mean trying though? This
What?
is what I'm saying. What you got to understand about
there's so much on
programming
these topics, man.
is the programming is already installed in you. The chip is just going to be how they make sure that the program is running efficiently. It's already installed in us to do what they want us to do.
No, it ain't in me because I've been trying to fuck a few bitches and I know I haven't done it. It just has not happened. I might take this chip long as it's be controlled by me. I want to punch in what I did.
Like he can't control himself.
Wait,
I want to believe what I did.
Have you ever seen that cartoon movie WALL-E?
Yeah, I remember it from the
that movie
80s.
WALL-E? Yeah, it's what's a newer one? I think it's from Pixar. WALL-E, it was a little robot, and he was on planet Earth, and all the human beings left the planet because we had poisoned the planet so much to where we couldn't inhabit it no more. The air became too toxic for human beings, so they were on a spaceship and they were living in space. What happened on that spaceship was all human beings became overweight because we didn't move, we didn't exercise. We sat on these floating chairs and had Oculus glasses on.
I saw
Well, we
that.
were living our
Yeah.
lives in a virtual reality.
At the
That's
end,
it.
was it something green that came?
A
like
plant.
a plant.
Because they hadn't seen real plants.
Rizza, didn't they buy all the seeds? They
Brother,
said you can't have
that's
the
why
seeds.
I'm going with it too. I'm trying to tell you this, Brother Corey, when it comes to all of this, when it comes to the chips, when it comes to
I
the
just
poison.
sound dumb. I know what's really happening.
You think the stabs with the needles is one point, then after the 3, 4, 5 doses of the stabs with the needle, then they have the pill. CEO of Moderna says we're going to come out with a pill to manage the symptoms from the virus. That's called being gangster.
I'm finna start being like Rizza. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You better be careful before you zip that thick ass nigga.
Then wait a minute. Then you got the patch.
My brother, let my brother speak.
Then these patches now to where they're going to be able to inject you with the stab, with the poison, without a needle, just sit on a patch. Now around all of that, Bill Gates has purchased over 200,000 acres of land because they are now mixing these poisonous materials from these needles in with food to make an edible injection. I really don't like the fact that this is true, but it's all true. They like, you're going to get this either way. That's why you need to learn you got to learn how to cook your own food and grow your own food because they are getting to a point to where all of the food is going to be toxic. That's the next point. So again, we have no choice, brother. We have to separate from them regardless. And I know now y'all like that's it's crazy, but it really
what
is.
I am trying to convey is I have told my brothers we may not be in a situation where we have a place here in America. We may have to leave this place we know as America that we were brought to build this nation for free. We may have to, what's a big word for travel? Anybody got one?
Pilgrimage.
We may have to pilgrimage elsewhere in order to preserve our race of people.
Extrapolate ourselves from this current
Extrapolate ourselves.
standardized living condition.
Unpermeate, yeah.
And the beauty is we do need to come out of this system and the culture and the way that all of this is, meaning it's still our land, this belongs to us, but we have to come out of all of the systems that they set up, all the food or the lack thereof, the fake food that they're giving us. We got to get away from that, have our own food. The schools and the way that they poison us through the mind, etc., have our own schools. Everything that we don't like, separate and establish our own. We've done it before. They do exist in certain areas. The Nation of Islam got schools, the Hebrew Israelites got schools, the Moorish Science Temple got schools. People got their own schools.
Omar Johnson is still working on his school.
Yeah, he got the building and everything. They've been renovated.
There we go. That's what I like.
Oh, has he?
Y'all got school for grown folk?
Yeah. Yeah, we're establishing that. That's
What did you say, Marcus?
That's school for grown folk.
He said, School
What
for
have
people
universities
who
outside
are
here like that?
beyond childhood age. That's what he said. School for grown folk.
Working on it. We're working on all of it, brother. Prior to when the enemy shut down the nation and destroyed the nation, we had all of this. An over $80 million economy. The nation alone, everything, including an airport in Indiana. That's why I'm like, people who talk, I'm not talking from a perspective as if it's not possible. I'm saying it is possible. It has been done before. It still exists today in certain areas. We just have to support our own.
There we go.
We got to support it though. If you have somebody that sets this up, support it. Don't just argue and make fun of it because you acting like you really got a whole lot of other options with your enemy. Your enemy don't give a damn about you. So set it up so that you can have your own everything. Because right now they are pushing to kill 4 to 5 billion human beings on the planet in an effort which is called depopulation. National Security Study Memorandum 200, or just type in the chat NSSM 200. That will tell you everything because that came out in 1974 and everything that is in that memorandum is happening right now.
So, brother, I mean, like, see, Rizza, this episode, Rizza is going to have to say a lot because we can ride off what he say because we do comedy and we good at it, but this information is necessary for people to meditate on because they don't know what to meditate on if they not getting it elsewhere. Where else can they get it? The internet is the closest thing you can find to getting the truth right now. But they running the truth off the internet. Trust me when I say that. I don't know what's gonna happen with this show.
Good point.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but
Good
trust
point.
me, there's too much stuff that might change the way people think being said, even though we act silly, because that's what I do for a living. This is what I do for a living in all situations. Brother Rizza and Kraig and even Marcus giving information, man. Information, the enemy of the people who want you to think like they want you to think.
I mean, I'll say this, case in point on that. This is why they removed your brother from all the social media platforms.
Talk about it.
Well, you must say what you're saying. Explain that, because there are people who don't know.
The United States government in February of 2021, Congress and the House of Representatives brought in Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter. They brought in Sundar Pichai over Google, and they brought in Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook and Instagram, which is now also Meta. And they said, this is a list of 12 people. These are 12 people we need you to take off of your platforms. My name is on that list. The list is called the Disinformation Dozen. I need y'all to make sure you Google this Disinformation Dozen. The government got a sense of humor too. So they funny as hell. They're very funny. But the Disinformation Dozen is a list of 12 people who they said we have over 70% of all the influence when it comes to the stab, the poison, misinformation. They said we are the reason why 70% of people who are on the internet, go on the internet, look through the internet, are not taking the shot because of us, because of our lies, is what they said. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is on there. I'm on there. 10 other people are on there. They removed me from Facebook at 120,000 followers, from Instagram with over 500,000 followers, from Twitter with over 55,000 followers, and from YouTube with over 149,000 subscribers. They destroyed my entire network. They even banned me from Clubhouse.
What about Black Planet?
Oh, Black
Rizza, have you ever thought, like, let me ask you something, Rizza, this is real.
MySpace.
Do you realize that though it may be, because you know, when this Jesus came, am I right, he hung with the
people
less desirable
in the street, absolutely.
Have you ever thought of putting Rizza Islam with a fans only?
You know what's crazy?
I'm saying,
That's crazy.
You can have on your suit and everything and be around. Listen, this is real. Girls who are undressed. You might get a whole bunch of naked followers that wouldn't ordinarily listen to you, brother. But they might listen to you because you are amongst them and you hanging with them.
And then niggas gonna listen to them. It's a trickle
Right.
effect.
You can tell the girls to repeat what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought of that, brother?
It's science. I understand that. You're not the only person who brought that up. It was one other person who brought up, Rizza, you should have an OnlyFans. And I was like, OnlyFans, y'all out your damn mind. But then they said, you ain't gotta be, undressed. You can do whatever, you play guitar. I said, that's actually a good idea, but my team is already constructing my own website fully with everything that has this integrative. I can go live, all that. So within the next 2 months, roughly, all of that will be on their podcast. Is all coming out. Because again,
Because you're not going to do OnlyFans, right?
I doubt it, Corey. I doubt that.
Well, I'm just trying to help you, my brother.
I
I'm down
appreciate
with you.
it. But not only
Them
that,
OnlyFans people, they people too. And
That's
they
a
will
fact.
run with you,
Put it
brother.
on
They
Pornhub.
right.
Put it on Pornhub. That's everything.
Oh man! but see, the thing is, y'all crazy as hell. But the thing is, y'all crazy as hell.
What he say?
Don't even know.
What he say? I don't even hear what he said. Leave it alone.
He was saying, "What is this?" He was like, "What is this?"
What is this?
Crazy as hell. But no, the
I'm
thing
trying to poke y'all with information. I'm just saying, Rizza. Rizza, you got to reach the people however you got to reach
That's
them.
a fact. That's a fact. You see, I
Them
go,
people
brother. I go
need
wherever
you.
I'm needed. I go wherever my people are. That's where I'm going within reason.
Yeah.
Within reason. But I'll say it this way. That's why, again, I could either complain, beg for my channel back, beg for my IG account back, beg for my Facebook. You know, oh yeah, I'll be good. I won't speak against your community guidelines, of which basically you allow liars to be on here, but you don't want me to speak the truth. I said, no, you know, forget that. I'm not gonna beg them for a damn thing. I'm gonna speak the truth. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm gonna go in and have my own system, make my own platform. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna just do it that way, and I'll use it. I have one Instagram right now, which is page number 7.
Damn.
I've been taking off Instagram off my main page. After that, another page, and another page, and another page. I'm on page number 7. It is called Intellectual Extremist. That's the name of my IG. I don't know if it's gonna be taken off by now or not. I don't know.
But
that's the only one I have for now.
You a black person, and you said intellectual. That's already a red flag in their system.
That's a fact.
I think it would be dope if you came over with your own, like, you talking about coming up with your own platform, like your own Facebook,
Oh, yeah.
like your own. Okay, yeah.
Well, it's
yeah.
all, and then I'm going to invite people to have their own show on there if they want it. That's what I have coming out.
I'm coming.
Because again,
That's dope.
you can't be censored for telling the truth, brother. You got white and black being censored, people telling the truth, and science being censored, people just saying, hey, I don't want to take this, or they being censored, oh, you crazy. It's like, you know what, we really tired of this, bro. I don't know about y'all, but
Well,
I'm tired enough to get my own.
I know you know what's happening with things. It's not fair. They're not going to do right
No.
by you
Not even close.
or anybody else who tries to do right. They're not going to do right by those who do right. They're going to do right by the girls who will send you a picture that's filtered, and when you fly them to L.A.
Crazy.
and they get off the plane, they always be mad because you don't pick them up. Bitch, I saw you in real life. Right. That is not how you looked in that picture.
You drove by.
I sent them a text saying I bought you a ticket back and leave in a couple of hours. But I'm tired of these women perpetrating who they are through filters. If I fly you in based off how you look, I expect you to look like that when you get there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I text him that I couldn't make it.
But you couldn't make it.
Yeah, I pull up on him.
You can't hide from nobody in that hat.
No.
You got on a goatee with white writing. I mean, a
What do it say?
turtleneck with white writing.
It's
Say
a
cut though.
cut though.
Then it say
Okay.
right here. How
Why
to
you ain't
kill
put it?
someone.
Your
Fill 'em up
turtleneck
with
look like it
love,
should say.
Then disappear.
Your turtleneck should say bump throat.
Yours is fat throat ass. Blue though, look at that.
That's your own merch. That's your own merch.
No, people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I was saying, man,
that shit kind of.
we started the show off before you got here, Kraig. I was talking about this Caucasian woman who trying to jump in the middle of a thing between two black men, and she ain't know nothing about it. She from Omaha, Nebraska.
She got knocked out.
And she's been arrested for drugs before. Kylie Eustace. This is Darlene's friend. Darlene said it was her friend.
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to get in touch with her. Hi Kylie, you bitch. Anyway, I'm just saying. And also, anybody else want to get in touch with Kylie, y'all get up with the homie Gooch. Gooch know how to get in touch with
Y'all done
Kylie.
pulled her name up?
Oh, dog. Look at her with
Oh,
that.
yeah, you did.
Why
That's
they say Kyle? You don't say Kylie?
They say, what's that?
They say Kyle.
Well, she goes by Kylie also. I also got more information on her. I haven't said it yet, Kylie. I'm just trying to see that threat that you sent, well, we could take it to another place. That threat that you sent, I got that.
So
I
her
just
last
want to
name
see
is-
how far it goes.
Look like
So last name is Bustis?
I think it's Eustace.
Oh, it looked like Bustis. It had a B on it.
It
Like
really
Bustis.
should be Kylie Useless.
Yeah, Kylie Bustis pussy open.
Right.
she look like.
Oh, I thought it was a B because I seen a line. Okay, it's Eustace.
Oh, yeah, Kyle Eustace.
Yeah. What was you saying?
No, she looked like, you seen that movie, The Cable Guy?
She looked like Jim Carrey.
She looked like Jim
That's
Carrey.
funny.
The Cable Guy.
That's funny.
But she wanted it with me. She wanted it with me. She thought that all you people who think you can get me in trouble with the normal people that you get in trouble with, you can't get me in trouble. I don't have sponsors. Nobody does nothing
Man.
for Corey.
Say
I'm
that one more time, brother. Say that one more time.
ran. I am able to pay my rent because the people come see me.
That's a fact.
I'm not hooked up with NBC, ABC, any of them. They don't fuck with Corey Holcomb. Do you see me with a special on these things? I'm not saying that I would never have one on there, but I'm saying I'm not plugged into the matrix right now. I'm just hacking my little thing in. We plug something in, and I'm trying to sneak these words out here. I got one of the 12 most hated by them people with me.
That's a fact.
I take chances. You can't stop me, Kyle or Kylie or whatever.
Can I say something?
America's Most Unwanted.
Right.
Can I say
Whatever your
something?
name is, you can't stop me like that.
She just made you bigger, by the way.
Right. You might be able to try and cause drama between the average two black men. But I'm not average. If Rick Ross said something to me about what I said about him being gay, I would say, hey, bruh, well, you walked out the interview on my guys, so I just wanted to poke at you. I hope it don't go no further than that, because I don't want it to go no further than that. That's what I would say if I saw
That's manhood.
Rick Ross. I was like,
Talk to the
man,
brother. That's
you
good.
did my guys wrong, so I felt like I'd poke at you. I do that just like when we signifying. Somebody say something about you or say something about your homie. Then you be like, oh, motherfucker, what you got on? You get what I'm saying?
A bullshit turtleneck.
Right. Say that again. That bullshit turtleneck. Right.
You all your mother's quilt.
So I'm saying, little white bitch from Nebraska who's been arrested on drug charges. You wasn't dealing with the average guy. I found you.
Miss New Booty, bring it together and bring it back to me.
I found you, and now my people know who you are. My people know who wrote that story about me. And all of the little podcasts that go over my show and basically make a living off watching my show and go over my show, make sure you tell the truth this time. Don't bend the truth like she did. Some stuff we have to be solid with each other with. Like it's brothers that I may not like particularly because of what they do. But when it really boils down to it, I'm your brother.
Straight out.
There you go.
And that ain't no fake cop-out shit.
you
When
go.
it really boils down to it, that's my brother, man.
Straight out. Because you know why? What do Zoe always say about Christian Amurte? There's no healthy, or Christian Amurte quote, there's no healthy way to integrate into a sick society. So, you know, we all sick in some way. I can't look at you because you may be a little sicker and judge you. You know, I gotta show you the same type of love and respect I would want to, because I'm trying to get healthy out here.
We'll go ahead. No, go ahead.
You know, and that's why brothers like Rizza Islam are great.
You think I don't want to be like RZA in wetsuits like this?
Right.
I just, like, when I button them up, it hurt
That
my
neck too
neck.
fat.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my neck right
Yeah.
Boy, you gonna bust
so I
that
can
bow
start
tie.
Corey
wearing.
about a 20.
Yeah. They gonna bust that bow tie. That motherfucker gonna be steady unraveling every time he talks.
You think Marcus don't want to learn diction better? Marcus wants to be able to talk better so you can understand him, because he has points that should not be looked over because of how he sounds.
I'm gonna go to that school while you playing.
You gonna go to that school for
Go to
real?
Islam school. Watch.
I believe him.
He said to the Islam, you going to the Islam?
You going to Islam
I mean,
school?
hold on.
You going to
He gonna learn
Islam?
with the brothers.
He
He
gonna
gonna learn with the brothers.
You going with an igloo with a goo?
And my main thing, the reason why, the main point is, if black men decide to play the dozens, how they used to call it, your mama this, your mama that, or your face, or blah, 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 and all of that, that's our business. But when somebody from the outside decides to come in and benefit off of that and continue to cause the mischief and shedding of blood eventually, to where you get people who want to shoot at people because it is nonsense, because of what somebody on the outside helped to spark up and kick up, then that is my main problem. This is family business. That's my main thing.
Right.
We are brothers. We got to handle our
You know
business.
how many
But don't
of
let
these
somebody
young
come from the
rappers-
outside, brother.
Yeah.
No, don't let somebody come from the outside and we not check them.
The young
Just like we police
rappers
the word nigga.
get into wars that get escalated because of people like Kyle Eustis, a bitch from Omaha, Nebraska, writing stuff, and it gets, look, I think the editor is black. I'm almost positive he's black.
Of course.
He let this story get out.
That's called a third party right there.
Why would he, if he's a black man, why would a black man let a woman who is Caucasian and been arrested for drugs put out a story on two black men she don't even know?
Because there's a promotion in it for him. It's called the meritorious manumission law. Tell
go.
on any slave who was trying to get away and planning to create and cause a revolt. And we will give you some extra biscuits, some extra money, some extra, whatever. We'll give you a higher position, etc. Just make sure you keep these Negroes in check and let us know if there's anything they're trying to do to shake up our plantation, get their people free. Meritorious manumission law from back then, and they still practicing it right now.
I wish I knew this shit.
The bitch did this shit for biscuits? That's cold, man. Bitch, I done gave you a cake.
Any
or something.
reward, biscuits represents reward. You crazy?
Well, her daddy is a lawyer.
Okay.
Come get Corey.
Ooh, that's
Come
close.
sue Corey or whatever you gonna do, because I ain't did nothing but told the truth. I said, white bitch,
Yeah.
that's what she is. She threatened me when she couldn't get her way, when I didn't get on the phone. Hi, how are you? I was like, you bet.
She threatened you recently?
Yeah, the bitch said we can handle this another way. If you've been arrested for drugs, when you say we can handle this another way, when a nigga tell you we can handle this another way, what is that?
I'm thinking fighting, but he might
Right.
be telling.
Huh?
He might be telling these days.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's a threat if somebody say, we can handle this another way.
Yeah.
Funky bitch, I got your text when you say we can handle this another way. However you want to do. Hey, bitch, what my nigga Pimp C say? Pimp C, what you want to do?
But Corey.
How you want to do it? Put the ad, niggas, we can just get to it.
What if she whoop you? What if she square with you and whoop you?
If Kyle,
She gonna grab him by the neck.
right, if the white bitch whoop my ass, only way she'll whoop my ass if I get tired in the fight.
She gonna grab you by the neck. That's your weakness right there.
See them stairs right there? I get tired every time I go up them stairs. Layla them be like, come on up here. I'll be like, shit.
Layla got big calves, so they be showing out. They be doing calf raises.
Once again, we are here in beautiful at the Coin Academy, home of the Baller Podcast, with my good brother Layla. I don't know if you met Layla yet, but
I have not.
Man, these is real brothers. Layla, Gomac, and
Down low. Go
the-
Mac on
huh?
too.
Yeah, Mac. That's what I was just gonna say. These are good brothers, and I hope they up there where you could just meet them, because
Absolutely.
I think it's important when you know good people to connect good people, even if it's just a hello.
Right.
If you know somebody good, because I don't introduce fuck niggas to people.
Right.
They just happen to meet each other. But most of the time when I introduce people to each other, I always say, what's up? This is so-and-so. This good people right here. If they not good people, it might be another way they meet, but I didn't introduce them.
That's some real important shit, though.
That's very.
I don't
very
bring
important.
raggedy bitches around my mama or my kids. If I brought you around my family, that mean I trusted you for a minute. Now, I done got burnt doing that.
Man. Ain't nothing worse than getting that call where they're like, hey, Corey, you know Mike? Hey, man, you know Mike, blah, blah, blah. You know where that nigga is?
Right.
That's the worst call to get, because everybody coming to you looking for Mike. You know what I mean? So
Well, that's what the white bitch did when she knows Darlene.
Right.
So when she called Darlene, I honestly believe that. Darlene didn't realize the setup. She was using Darlene as to say, I connected a source that told Corey that whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. So she can act like, you can't act like you didn't know I was gonna do this, Corey.
What she do with Darlene? What?
She know Darlene. You know, Darlene has been in the game a long time.
Right. But I'm saying she called Darlene before she did the article.
She called Darlene and used Darlene as a way to say she got in touch with me.
When you are dealing with mischief makers, when you're dealing with mischief
It's
makers.
important. Mischief maker.
When
I
you
wish
dealing-
I'd have thought of that word, but go ahead.
When you're dealing with straight up mischief makers, you need to check the person who brought them to you at a certain point. I had to do this as well. This is why, you need a communicator. Somebody a buffer that people got to go through to get to you.
I do have a buffer.
Oh, okay, good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, good.
It's
No,
a
you
friend
need
that I met on here, and it started out shaky because he a wild boy. But our friendship has grown into something where it's solid enough now where I'll be like, okay, you can handle that for me.
You need
I'll
that.
be your buffer.
No, you need that.
But they
I
can't
have
understand you, Mark.
no, I have
need
a whole
dog
team.
to translate what he's saying.
No, I have a whole team, brother. I have a whole full team.
Did y'all hear what he said?
I have a whole
No,
team.
this is important. What are you saying?
I have a whole team. See, here's the first thing. I'm not thirsty for interviews. I'm not thirsty to be on no platform. I don't care how many subscribers or anything. I'm really not interested. I don't care. I'm interested in going where my people are and where I'm allowed to speak the truth, to provide the solutions and the education that will make my people stronger today and in the future than where they were yesterday. I'm not interested in nothing else. But you got to have somebody who stands in between so that people don't see you as just easily accessible, because then your value goes down. Then they just treat you like anything. And you cannot be treated like that, especially when you're dealing with people like this who are mischief makers, because then they will smile in your face. They'll act like everything is cool. Same thing with Rolling Stone. When I stood up for Kyrie and I provided him with the solutions and information online, they called me acting like, oh man, yeah, we love what you're doing. I automatic, first of all, see again, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Right.
We trained for this.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I did not,
Brother.
I ain't never called the white bitch straight up. I've had people call her, and since Darlene said that this is her friend, I said, call the bitch. And Darlene called her. And that's when she was like, she came how they came with you. Oh, hi. And I was like, no, bitch. And I told her how much I appreciate what she did, because this is an opportunity for me to show people how y'all get down.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And that's exactly how I flipped it on Rolling Stone when they came out and said what they said. And now everything that I said that they said was a conspiracy theory turned out to be correct. So now that's on record, how Rolling Stone was wrong.
Yeah.
You damn wrong. And you twisted my words. Rizza Islam, the conspiracy theorist, friend of Kylie Irving. Hold on. See, I'm not afraid to check these platforms. Y'all gotta understand, man. Either you with God or you with Satan, bro. Like either you with the real.
Say it again.
Either you with God or with Satan, or you with the real or you with the fake.
If God came today, these people would be shocked when he was like, Corey, bring your crazy ass over here. They think I'm going to hell. Listen, I don't go for the sucker shit. And I want to say this about Darlene. I know Darlene was over her head with this white bitch. Most people do not know how to handle Caucasian people when they talking to you. I am not the person who is supposed to be some intellectual, but I know if a white person is talking to me, they stand to benefit from it.
That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
I know that. So when they're talking, I'm like this.
You got to say that again, brother. You have to say that again.
When Caucasian people are talking to you, they stand to benefit from it.
Every time.
Why would they be talking to you? When somebody white says something to you, if you don't automatically jump up like, what the fuck is this? Then you are something wrong with you. You programmed wrong. When white people speak to you, and I'm not saying all white people are evil, but what I'm saying is this: if somebody Caucasian is talking to you, you better be in attention.
That's a fact.
You better be like, what the fuck is this?
That's a fact. That's called being on your post.
That's
what
the word.
Military training is for. This is why, for example, I don't care about any negative comments, because you're not doing nothing in real life on this end. That's how we have to operate when it comes to white people coming to you as if I'm up here and I'm coming down to talk to you. I don't give a damn about who you are. I was in a meeting today on virtual online because they're trying to deal with putting another march on Washington over the poison. And they said, Rizza, we want you to help us to get some of the hip hop, blah, 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 and more black people to come do this and this and this. These are white people talking. And I'm listening. We're on Zoom. And I'm listening to them. And they say, but the thing is, some of the people in the Jewish community, I just got to say this for a quick second, they're helping to fund it, as they 9 times out of 10 do. If I fund something, I control what, the movement of it, whether if I'm black, white, whatever. The moment they said that, then they said, but we got to make sure, you're not going to be divisive. Now, see, this is my point. When you have a liar, like the person who was talking to me today, and you get up here and you try to act as if, paint a picture of the fact that I'm the liar, I'm the divisive one, no. It's you and the person who sent you. Go get the person that sent you. Get off the phone. We got to start calling people out and say, no. I don't need to talk to you. I want to talk to your massa. Go get him.
Go get your massa.
You don't have the power. Why are you even here? You don't move nothing. Go get the person who told you, who sent you to me. and you go have them talk to me because you know damn well what you're doing is for a wicked, negative motive. You are not doing this to help black people. You ain't doing this to uplift a goddamn nobody other than yourself. And then you want to take credit for the good, but you want to get way around from the bad. When it's bad, you don't want to take credit for that. You're going to blame it on the brother. I'm telling you, this happened today. I'm not going to give out any more names.
The same shit happened to me today, just not on the same level.
But that's
somebody
what I'm saying.
taking up for the bullshit and you ain't even the motherfucker.
Brother, you got to check it whenever you see them. Even the white colleagues I have in the health freedom movement, when it comes to this injection poison, they know they can only go to a certain level with me. And a certain level with black people who are around us, and a certain level with the nation. The minister, they don't play. They know damn well they will be checked if they step out of line.
Alan Smith, no middlemen.
No middlemen. No middlemen. But that's the point. But they respect those who speak the truth. If you stand on it, they respect that. And they know, you know what, we can't mess with Corey, we can't mess with Rizza, we can't mess with. Simple as that. It has to be made very clear again, or else, things like this with Miss Eustace wouldn't be happening.
This is so important that you take this in, people. When you are talking to a stranger especially, you better have your mind working. Do not let a stranger say he's your friend, she's your friend or whatever. What is a stranger? A stranger isn't just a person that you don't know. A stranger is a motherfucker you don't fuck with all the time. That's a stranger. It's people out here that say they know me and all that, and I don't bust they bubble, but I really be wanting to say, motherfucker, I don't know you. I don't be around you. You a stranger. Ain't no telling what you would do behind my back when I ain't looking. I have not gotten to know you to the point where I give you the stamp of being thorough. That's a stranger to me.
A fact.
So I'm just saying, man, all this shit that's being said on the show today might help you, because there are people who always say this to me, Rizza. Well, what is you doing about it, Corey?
I love that. That's my favorite question.
Right. I have a platform. And I use my platform in a way, in my opinion, this is bold. They could take my platform for having Rizza on the show.
That is a fact. And I apologize up front, brother.
You don't owe me no apology.
Okay,
if they
yes,
take this platform, motherfuck it. It don't stop me.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather have the motherfucking agents of the truth on my side than all that bullshit. The motherfuckers who I fuck with for real, I trust in them. I ain't known Kraig for a long time. But at one time, the whole niggas on here talking about, Corey and Kraig divided and used to have shit on their little page talking about, Kraig show and Corey show, Kraig show better than Corey. I ain't never fell for that shit.
Right.
Kraig, in my opinion, is a motherfucker who got my back.
Definitely, 100%.
I believe that. Marcus, this man right here, man, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what confusion of whatever whatever. This my young brother, and since I've known him, I've had to pull his coattail about a couple of things, but I believe Marcus got my back. Rizza Islam, I know Rizza Islam when I did Zoe show. That's how I met Rizza.
That's right.
I don't hang with Rizza once I leave here. Once I leave here, Rizza be like, get your heathen ass the fuck away from me.
Don't believe him, y'all. That ain't true. That's my brother.
No, that's not how it go. But I'm saying, even though me and Rizza don't hang every day, homie, I bet on this man is who he say he is.
Appreciate it.
I bet this man is who he say he is. So all you hoe niggas who come to me with this shit about what Rizza is, I don't like that. Have you noticed I get the fuck away from you?
What are they?
All you motherfuckers who told, that nigga, he aged, have you noticed I got the fuck away from you? And it's motherfuckers who know what I'm talking about right now. It don't mean I hate you. It just mean I have peeped that you will speak on a man in a way like it's factual and stand on it and everything. And I know you don't know him.
That's a fact.
That makes it hard for me to be around you. So I hope that you can understand that, because there are people who gonna call my phone and be like, so what you saying, nigga? What I'm saying right now. I'm saying it.
Man.
I have to distance myself from you because I know you would do that to me. And if you won't do that to me, or you say you won't do that to me, I don't believe it. Because you talk about somebody, I'm talking about motherfuckers that came to me like they know you.
And I bet they never called me once or talked to me one time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, this man right here got problems. I don't know what you did to him. I think what it is, this is what I think. Please forgive me, Brother Rizza, for speaking on some real street shit.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of y'all niggas bitch like RZA.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that makes you not like him. That's what I really think.
Some of these niggas like RZA. That's the type of niggas is in the world, man.
They fight it.
They fight them all ass niggas.
But I love it.
Whatever it may be, if you don't know Rizza Islam, I'm saying, man, you got to be in the presence of a man sometime to figure out who he is. And he has passed all the tests I got. And I ain't just saying that because he here. I ain't no fake motherfucker like that. If I thought I saw a chink in his armor, goddammit, I know Rizza is jealous because my hair better than his. But I let that go.
It grow fast. That's what they
I don't know now. RZA still got baby hair up there.
Man, it's growing slow, brother.
Ever since I challenged RZA to a dance off, he's had a problem with me.
Marcus, you may not want to do that, man.
We gonna revisit that
You
one.
too small to be talking to RZA like that, man. This nigga's trained, man. Let me say
That's how I'm going to go to the same school. Goddamn.
No, Marcus for real. He gonna fuck with you, RZA. He gonna reach out. I'm gonna help you get in touch with RZA in a way where you can get that information.
That's dope.
I'm
Yeah.
with it.
You know what I didn't anticipate getting into comedy and entertainment, because I was a business owner, had my own little business before I got into this.
Yeah, the chicken hut, right?
Right. I used to sell these bullshit jackets. No matter how much truth you speak, or no matter how you are, no matter how real you keep it to who you are as a man, when you say certain things, it can always be misconstrued or twisted to be something else. You know what I'm saying? And
Say that again.
It's like no matter how truthful what you say is, and no matter how morally upright it is, somebody could always twist it to mean something else, and other people will jump onto it if it validates their perception of you.
That's a fact.
Even if their perception of you is completely false.
Confirmation bias.
You know what I'm saying? I've had situations because of my loyalty to you and others where I know certain people don't fuck with me because I come on the show, and I laugh like, God damn, Corey told me when I first came on the show, like, nigga, it's gonna be motherfucker, people gonna start acting different.
That's why I want to say because Darlene tells me about the people that act funny with her, that never acted funny with her before, and she knows it's because of her association of 5150.
Right.
If you are somebody who is gonna stand on who you are, and people can't deter you away from them, they are going to get the fuck away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they can't make you be what they want you to be, they gonna get the fuck away from you. That's why I don't have no friends, Holly.
Yeah.
I spend Christmas alone. I spend New Year's Eve alone. Not New Year's Eve. Sometimes I got people to be with, but I'm just saying, I'm alone a lot. And I know it's because I don't want them people around me.
Right.
I don't want the fake friends around me. I mean, ever since I moved out here, I done met people and I wish them well, but they not the type of people who could be around me.
Right.
Because I ain't going with the trendy whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know what you're saying, Kraig. It's a lot of people. Marcus, when we was doing the industry repost show, Marcus came to me one day and said, hey, man, they say I'm like your sidekick, man. Woo, woo, woo.
I didn't say it like that.
That's how you talk, Marcus.
No, I was saying it. I was laughing.
That's how you talk. But Marcus is a young brother. And I know he don't know that whoever said that to you was jealous of you.
Jealous like a motherfucker.
Whoever told you, and you ain't got to put him on blast, even though I've been wanting to know who said it. But whoever said that to you was jealous because you was shining, dog. I swear that's the truth. Even though my platform ain't for everybody because of the way I talk, the way I express myself. But people see me, including Miss Ustis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
People are watching this show right now, even though they ain't giving it the credit it deserves.
I had a situation where I spoke up for Precious.
Precious the comedian?
Right, when old girl stole her joke. I mean, through a few people that we know. I spoke up, man, half the comedians in my class turned on me. And I was in the right. And I was like, wow, okay. This is really what it is. It's physical evidence of somebody stealing a joke and doing something that's not upright, something that's viewed as being blasphemous within our community. And people go with the political part of it. They go with the more powerful, the more popular party in public disputes. You know what I mean? And I learned a lesson from that, man, because that was my first time standing up for somebody besides myself publicly. You know what I mean? Like I put my neck out there for her. And that was definitely eye-opening, man.
Hey, man, keeping it real is very expensive. It's very expensive to keep it real.
Right.
Actually, most people keep it a little real. They have convenient real. Right. That's what I would call it. But if you're going to stand on something and you know it's right, you're going to run a lot of people away from you.
Definitely.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
I'm going to start calling Rizza more and just keep on hanging with him until he accept me and just let me hang with him.
My brother, man, that's the fact. You my brother. I be laughing like, y'all act like I'm not in the hood. I live in Compton. I'm from Compton. Come on, man. No, really. Yeah. See, that's the problem. That's the problem right there.
You know who else from Compton?
Brother.
George Bush.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he did. Why you do that right now? He did go to Compton College. Yeah. That's probably how he was able to play this country so well. No, but man, we love our people, man.
I didn't know that about you.
I know. That's why it's so easy for certain people to talk because they don't know the facts.
This is my young brother with potential who wants to learn. I'm telling you that. He got potential. Motherfuckers were talking shit about woo. Mark is this in the beginning. I can't shake this nigga. He got potential. This nigga love his mama. His mama his best friend. They hang out.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, see, I know that about you, too.
Oh, yes, sir.
And motherfuckers talking shit about that shit, not knowing what's up.
Of course.
That's why I be laughing at niggas.
Course.
I be like, nigga, y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. There's another brother whose mother is his friend, not just a mama. He lucky. He got a mama that got his back and he got her back, and they hang together. You get what I'm saying?
Smart brother.
That's why. How the fuck I'm gonna get rid of a nigga like that? How the fuck I'm gonna get rid of a nigga like that? Not like I was trying to get rid of him or something, but at first I thought this platform was too big for him. I did. I thought it was too big for you, Marcus. But as time has gone, I'm like, I can't shake my brother. This man this is a real one.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't run the real ones away from you, y'all. When you got a real one around you, you got to take him on. I know his head don't grow.
I'm gonna tell you, Marcus, he got a lot of good qualities. But my favorite thing about Marcus is his joy. We be in front of the improv, cracking jokes. I don't give a fuck if you're the lowest man on the totem pole, or if he think it's funny, nigga, he's gonna dance and relocate, clap his hands, and everybody, he gonna do this
How he laugh in front of
everybody? But I love that about him. That's, you know what I mean?
You can't shake nobody like that, man.
He's a motherfucker, period, point blank.
Yeah, Marcus, man, I don't care what you look like, man. You my man. You my man. So I guess we can't be up here forever. We got to wrap it up. It's been a 2-hour show, basically. I'm so glad my brother Rizza Islam came and dropped the knowledge. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And then my man Marcus showed up. I didn't think he was gonna make it because he was out there in that winter storm in DC. I didn't think he was gonna make it, but man, Marcus found a way to get here. I already know it was a motherfucker.
They pushed me 3-4 times, man.
Then when Kraig got with me today, Corey, you doing the show, it really just made me smile and let me know the gods was in my favor. Because I got straight winners up here, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. Anybody got something they want to promote? Because see, Rizza gave me another copy of his book, and I would appreciate it if you don't have this book to listen to my brother Rizza as he gives information on how to get the book. And do me a favor, y'all. Get the book, and if you don't read books, just give it to somebody who might read it.
Yeah.
You might get them some information. They might come back later on and be like, man, that book put me on to this, and now I'm into this. You get what I'm saying? So do me a favor, support my brother Rizza. Rizza, how they get the book? What's happening?
RizzaIslam.com. A lot of people who are buying the book right now, and over the last year, almost 2 years, have been saying, I put this in, a lot of things happening now. I put in the book 3 years ago, okay? Because of what the government already revealed, but a lot of us, again, we don't like to read, which is why they put everything in documentation, because they know a lot of us don't read. So RizzaIslam.com, get the book, also the wristband, Educated, Not the V word, Injected.
Right.
Also want to get that because everything that we have been saying has come out to be true, actual facts. So again, RizzaIslam.com, if you want to get it, that's fine. If not, that's fine, but it is a very good gift for someone who does want to get more knowledge, and hopefully it will help someone out.
Dope.
In Marcus' word, how much the book cost?
$30. $30.
$30. Come
Just
on,
30.
y'all.
Heavy research.
This is. Listen, I believe $30 in Rizza Islam hand is gonna help us in the long run, and that's some deep shit I just
Appreciate
said.
that,
$30 going toward this brother gonna help us in the long run. So y'all, do me a favor, y'all. Cop that book. Who can?
Yeah.
Cop the book if you can.
It's probably a book called Who Can. Don't cop Who Can. Cop Message to the Millennials.
Right.
Yeah,
we
message to the millennials.
One thing about Kraig, Kraig
Appreciate that,
buys
my brother.
high quality ugly shirts.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Like that shirt is not cheap, Kraig, at all. It's just ugly than a motherfucker.
I
He
got it from
has
the
the
best.
most expensive ugly shit I ever seen in my life.
Hey, can I plug something?
Please, Kraig, come on, you
Man.
plug your show and everything.
Yeah, watch Kraig Facts. Look, The Chill Never Withers, the first stand-up / hip-hop album, it's streamed over, 1 million
The Chill
times, which is
Never
cool. I
Withers.
appreciate that. I'm also dropping a follow-up to it called The Chill Never Withers. You know what I'm saying? It's your guide to keeping it cool regardless of how you're going through or what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming out pretty soon. Just be on the lookout for that, The Chill Never Withers. I work with some really dope people on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a dope project. And keep supporting the show. And if I owe you something, you can get it from God, nigga.
That's right, Marcus. Go ahead and plug your head. I mean, what you got to say?
Fucking cool. Man, I got a live taping next Saturday. I'm gonna
He
post.
said Saturday. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
next Saturday. I got a
Saturday.
live taping. I'm gonna post on my Instagram, man. So
What's your Instagram?
It's Marcus. YOUKNOWMAAACUS. Yeah, so I'm gonna post all the info on it so you can come check it out live. You know what I'm saying? Also, I know y'all like this drip, man. Say Cutthroat on there. That's for my folks at 88 Move. You know what I'm saying? It's 88 Move on Instagram. 88 MOVE. And that's all I got for me. Appreciate you calling for letting us use the platform, man.
All right, man, we ain't gonna keep everybody here all night. I want to thank everybody for watching the show, goddammit. And this is the first show of the year. I tried to put a hammer on it. I think I did. Once again, I thank all my guests. I'm Corey Holcomb. We'll catch y'all on the next go round. Oh, let me say one more thing. I just want to make sure this is clear, because motherfuckers like to start mess, and I want to make sure I don't keep. Like I said about Darlene, this is Darlene friend, but I believe 100% Darlene is down with 5150 because she been here from day one and ain't went nowhere. So to the white bitch who motherfucking did the look, playing with the mind, goddammit, bitch, you can't play with the mind if I know the motherfuckers, because I'm going to tell them who you really are, goddammit. You are not her friend, white bitch. You are who you are. And you showed who you are. But anyway, I'm Corey Holcomb, man. I want to say to all of the single mothers out there, start believing in who you sleep with, and we're going to get up out of here. Corey Holcomb, 5150, P.
5150, we missed you, darling.
Subscribe to RizzaIslam.com, y'all. That's what I forgot to say.